Yo, shout out to the most hottest. I was the hottest movie in our lower state. I'm L-Deez.
L-Deez.
I got another episode of I Need to Know with my special guest, Amo in the red hat. Man, introduce yourself.
Hey, to the miggity, man, it's Loovemoore, man. Big love, big love.
Okay, that's my co-host for the night, and my special guest is right here in the middle. Introduce yourself, G.
Hello, it's Osagie the Great.
Okay, so what the fuck make you so great?
Damn near everything. It's like I like doing everything.
Okay.
I'm not just participating in music. I'm not just participating in the arts.
Okay.
I also appreciate business. I also appreciate all the parts. So, you know, when you do enough of all the things, you get to be great. But really, that's just a name that my cousin came up for me when she made my Instagram, and I didn't change it, and now it's stuck.
Okay. I know how them names go and shit like that. I'm Lawrence the One, man. My homegirl gave me Lawrence the One and shit like that, and that shit stuck.
Yeah, that's icy.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, shit, just to have some family that think you great.
Yeah.
And actually vocalize that to you, like, hey, I think you great.
Cause sometimes your motherfucking family don't be thinking you about shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You could be the tightest motherfucker in the world or something, and all them motherfuckers. Hey, is it disrespectful if, let's say, like, you a big ass motherfucking rapper, right?
Yeah.
And you doing your motherfucking thing, and let's just say your name is Famous Amo or something, right? Fame Amo.
Cookies.
Famous Amos, you know what I'm saying? You know what
Like
I'm
the
saying? You know what I'm talking about?
And every time somebody say, yeah,
It's
man,
cookies.
Famous Amos, man, he hella tight, and somebody say, you mean Amo? Like, try to call you. Is that hating?
That's dry hating. Cause the thing is, cause you know it's dry snitching, right?
Okay.
You know, for me, dry snitching, like, it's only y'all two, and it wasn't me.
Okay.
Who else was it? Process elimination. So dry hating is when they be hating, but they it's like basically saying they don't really actually know that they hating because their consciousness ain't there yet. They just hating like, it ain't that. It just took over. It was like a hate bone was in their body. You feel me?
So
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I'm gonna say that it can be hating, and it kind of is a little bit, but also it's trying to make sure that people understand that this is a person you rock with personally. Like, this is their public name, and you're like, oh, you mean this person who I know by a different name, and I've known them by that name that you don't know for so long? And it's like, I want to separate myself from you, because sometimes, and I've seen this shit, people will come up to other people and be like they whole fans and stuff, and be like, oh my God, you know such and such. Like, in my whole house, I've had groupies tell me about my partners who I see every day and mispronounce their name or say the outside name.
Yeah.
And it'll just be like,
okay.
nigga, don't nobody who care about this nigga call him that. You're like,
I mean,
so it can go both ways.
I see what you're saying.
It's like, but also, I wouldn't even call it dry hating. I might call it like
Trumping, like, you know how, like, you Trump, like,
yeah, like
Trump hard.
me, you, like I'm trying to let you know I'm important too.
okay.
But and that based on that insecurity, that's why when you're not in alignment with the universe on that hype, it's gonna come off that way. Because let's say you like the girl and you just want to talk to that girl and you think she dope, you feel me? But she talk to somebody Mario song, you feel me? Like hating, like you could do better type shit. You feel me? You should let me love you because this nigga ain't doing right. You feel me? That's and even doing that, but he hating. Like, he really just want to talk to her because his intention is not that. Like, I can be better. You feel me? But that's when it be dry hating, because your intentions is not. You trying to just look out for her and be a nice guy. You feel me?
Okay.
But you dry hating on this other bro.
No,
because
you big hating. You don't even know the circumstances. It's like I could love you better. You don't know how this nigga loving her. You out of pocket, bruh.
And
You just a thirsty nigga who think you could do better, and then when you get her, you gonna do dirt too.
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
So this is a question I asked earlier, and I want to know how y'all feel about it. Is stripping a form of prostitution?
Yep. It's intellectual property.
I'm gonna say stripping is not a form of sexual prostitution, but doing anything that you wouldn't do for free, but for money, is all prostitution.
Yeah. You selling your soul.
Say that one more time.
I'm gonna say it like this: like, there's nothing in this life that I will do that I would not do for free. Period. You can't catch me doing it. Anything outside of that is prostitution. Like, if somebody says, hey, would you do this thing? And you're like, no, I would never do that. But somebody offer you the right amount of cash and you would, prostitution.
Yeah, you hoeing.
Like straight up. It's like
Hold up.
It's like I love doing everything I do, and I will do it for free. But sometimes these motherfuckers got to pay me because maybe I won't do it for you or without the right movement or whatever. But I'm definitely going to do it, regardless.
That compensation just come with it.
Like if you are an artist, that's lovely. Like if you paint, that's lovely. But if the only time you paint is because somebody asks you to for money because you hate painting, hoeing. You hoeing. You a whole ass hoe.
What if somebody just what if an actual motherfucker just like doing that though? Like, you know what I'm saying? With
then
no money.
It's not prostitution. It's like straight up. It's like think about this. Like you ask a motherfucker like for $10 million, would you eat Donald Trump's butthole?
Okay.
You know how many people would?
Okay.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Straight up.
Man.
It's like, no, I wouldn't do that for free. Mm-hmm. It's like, would I eat my girl's butthole for $10 million? Well, I could see a circumstance in which I did do the dance for free. It hasn't come up yet, but I can see it. But I can see it. No, but like really, like a lot of people don't feel like they have the option to do what they want to do in life. Like they'll be like, why are you at this job? Do you love job? Do you love being a clerk at H&M in Emeryville?
Yeah.
No. Why are you doing it then? Do you know how many other options?
I got to.
No, you don't.
And that's
you know how many licks there are.
And that'll let you know. That's when they be feeling. People be feeling hopeless.
Hey, if you do what you got to do, then you might do what you think you got to do, and that's something else.
This start pimping. You know what I'm saying?
You know this motherfucker crazy. Check this out, man. Where the fuck are you from, man?
Richmond.
I knew it.
Richmond. They got the accent mark.
Richmond.
You know what I'm saying?
Richmond.
I'm a Richmond.
I'm a Richmond from Richmond.
This motherfucker can turn pickle juice into champagne.
Hey, straight up, it all starts with fermentation, and then the firm inside of the tation.
So check it out.
All it takes is a little shun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
And indeed, indubitably. Yeah.
So how was it? So how was it coming?
Yeah.
So how was it coming up in Richmond, man?
It was a little bit of anything. I was a smart kid. I went to Hercules Elementary, but we were staying in Richmond, and eventually that Richmond shit is gonna catch up with you.
Yeah.
Like when I was living in Richmond, it was one of the most. No, it was probably like at a certain point it was the most dangerous city in the United States. Mm-hmm. Like it was like what people look at like a Chicago or a Detroit as, without being like having its own international airport. So it's not even doing enough good business to justify the bad business. More per capita murders than anywhere else. And so it's like, I don't know. That's like a question that could take like 10 hours or 10 days to explain. But I could explain it like quickest by saying I was into like a lot of nerd shit, like computer shit, and I was into like some other shit.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, I had to make a decision between being on the football team and the robotics team for two separate schools that I was going to. And when my football coach got shot in the chest at practice, I decided to do robotics.
Did he get shot in front of you?
Yeah. This is at Deanza in Richmond.
Damn.
It's like, but it was just like, this is the understanding of what this place is.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of wild shit going on over here. Niggas getting knocked down all the time. Niggas getting snatched up by the ops all the time. Niggas is like moving like a little bit of this, but taking too much work in. Like, it was a lot of stuff. Like it was fully like selling drugs and smoking Black and Milds at 12.
That's fucking crazy.
And
that's that inner city life though. Motherfuckers they start fucking around that time too though.
Yeah, that's real.
But yeah, we were. It's like I remember I was taking the AC Transit to 71. It's like I was at school at Contra Costa College at Middle College High School, because they let like in a certain select few of these smart people and their family members. and I took the 71, which went through Parchester Village, and the bus got shot at while I was on it at least 6 times a year.
Bruh, why the first time I went to Richmond, bro? So I'm leaving from the Corns, and it's the police station. I'm about to go to a chick house out there. You feel me? And it's the police. I drive past. You know, they be blocking it off and turning that shit certain ways and shit. But basically it was like that. Bam, police. But then I get off and I get to Richmond. Bam, you know how it is. You get on that motherfucker. What is it, the 76, and it go like into the north. Like, you know, in the north of Richmond, they always say, hey, there's only one way in, one way out. Them railroad tracks and shit. Like, all right, you feel me? So I slide. Why does 76 start busting a route? Like, oh yeah, we're about to take a detour. Like, I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
What's going on? Hold on. So I had to then there walk through North Richmond, you feel me, at that night just to get up over there, you feel me? Like, bro, when I tell you I seen like 5 stray dogs, nigga try to sell me some weed, nigga it was all in one like
setting.
In one little journey through there, you feel me? Like, bruh, that shit was just ill. Like, and then how you gonna just detour it and then just drop me off randomly somewhere? You feel me? There was no other case. But my thing was that, like, I'm coming from the Corns, it's the same energy, and I'm coming here, same energy. Like, so it wasn't like, it was just hella wild of a contrast. Like, the thing that was just, it was so similar that it was just like, I always felt like I was born in a volcano. So it's like, shit, a lot of shit ain't gonna be hot compared to that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
That's how I feel. It's like, you can't even show me like a real bad time, cause I seen a bad time before.
And I was a real kid though. Like, I just still was a kid. Like, I didn't even faze me like that. We still trying to, the mattress that's out there by the on the street, we doing backflips on it and playing tag, throwing rocks, and you feel me? Like, it was just like that. You feel me? So I don't know. I always was conscious of that. Even when I slid and moved to like Tracy and all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was just like,
it's hella gang banging and shit like that in Tracy, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is. I think once somebody told me the Northaniel gang started out there, but you feel me? Somebody could fact check and shit. You feel me? But like, I know that yeah, bro, it'd be a lot of Mexicans, bro. I had one partner, my Mexican partner in middle school. You feel me? This Brad, his name was Javier. You feel me? But he started banging Northside. But then I remember I went up over there chilling with him and all his partners and shit. But you feel me? This nigga, we over there, bro. I'm not talking about this chickens walking around. I was still smoking and shit at the time too, though. So we just back there smoking, chilling with him and all his Northaniel partners. But my nigga had some South Pole jeans on. So I'm like, what's up, eh? You feel me? This north side over here, man. You got them South Pole jeans on, fool. You know what I'm saying? So he like, bro, I can't bring this nigga over here. He was embarrassing me in front of all my partners.
He was crazy.
It's like, we still think the South Pole JC Penney's move is cool in Tracy.
Yeah, so he thought the South Pole, but I'm like, bro, you north side and you got on South Pole. You feel me? That's like a crip wearing some blue. You feel me? I mean, with a crip wearing some red. You feel me? You got all that dead on.
Talk about one of talk about one of, and I'm gonna go your way. Talk about one of the craziest situations you ever had or run-ins that you ever had with the police.
I've had a few crazy run-ins with the police. It's difficult to say which is the craziest. It's like, I might say I had a time, and I'm gonna say it's crazy because I had nothing wrong in this. So it's like my brother and I were coming from super northern California. We were coming from Gerber, California, right in between Red Bluff and
Oregon.
No. Red Bluff and Orland. Right off the 5. They're both off the 5. Orland, Corning, Red Bluff. And we're like, maybe actually right past Corning in Gerber near Los Molinos. This is anywhere. It doesn't matter. And so we're going to Chico State at the time. Maybe he is and I'm not. But he's driving there, and he's driving there with a bunch of his white friends from Corning High. And we're like 10 cars deep. And then the police pull us over in the middle of these 10 cars, all white people, and it's just me and him, the 2 black people in his car in the middle of the whole shit. They pull us over, and then they take us to this gas station, and the white boys is trying to like be like, yo, they definitely didn't do nothing wrong. Like, they hella cool, da-da-da-da. And then they're like, yo, we can fuck with y'all too. Like, we could arrest y'all too. And it's like their guns out and everything, and everybody's tripping. Some of the white boys got guns. I might got a gun. My brother does not know that to this day. And
Oh, now.
if he's watching, he don't watch nothing I do.
Tuned in.
Bro, that nigga don't listen to my music. It's like, he don't know nothing, but he gonna learn. But, and then basically they all hop out the cars, they surround us, and they're asking us to do hella shit. And I'm just like, bruh, it's like, you just gonna have to shoot. This is not the wildest story I know from even Chico with the police. Actually, my apologies, everybody. The wildest story I know is I was a student at Chico State, and the police thought that I was changing grades because they thought I was like hacking into the systems and changing people's grades so that they could get better grades.
How the fuck did the police even come into like
somebody was snitching? So they think that I'm changing grades, and then they come in and they check my house. They have a warrant and everything. I'm in the living room. I'm watching my TV. It's just like this busted ass old school projection TV. The reds and the blues and the greens ain't matching up. We called it the 3D TV as a joke. And I was in my drawers on the couch. And then so the police break down my door and they have a warrant, and I'm like, shit, I'm fucked. And then so they like looking to check everything. They checking everything that has digital media storage so that they can like see like what you've been doing on your computers and blah, blah, blah. And then they give me a copy of the warrant. I look at the warrant, the address is wrong. I already know I won. You know, so I don't even put it on my face. I'm super smooth with it. You know, I just fold it up and I'm just chilling. And then the police are searching everything. And then they're the leader of the Butte County Sheriff's Department, or whoever's like running the warrant, he fucking looked at the warrant at the last minute and he's like, wait a minute, what's the number outside? The number was like 7. My apartment's number 14. He noticed. He's like, hey, give me back that warrant. Give me back that warrant. And I fold that shit up. I tuck it in my drawers because they wouldn't let me put my pants on because they're like, no, we think you might go get like a knife or something, or we don't fucking know. Da, da, da. And I'm like, fuck. Whatever. But this is like in 2000 and something, like maybe 2010, I don't fucking know. But we didn't have fancy smartphones that I could have been like, just like, you know, DM this shit to the shit back then. It was like a flip phone. And so they're asking for the warrant back. I don't want to give it back to them because I'm like, this is what's saving my ass from all this shit. I know y'all found some shit in here, but they're asking for it back, and then I tuck it into my drawers. And I'm like, yo, fuck out of here. And then so the lead dude just starts putting his hand on his holster, and the other officers are like, what are you doing right now? Like, what's going on? And he's like, I think he's pulling a weapon. And they're like, wait, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I think this black man in Butte County is pulling out a weapon on all of us white officers. I think I might be required to shoot him. And I'm like, bruh, y'all see this? Bruh.
They set it off, you feel me?
Bruh, no, they're confused too. And then they start rolling with it. And it was like, actually like, it was super wild because I ain't never like, what do you call that? Like I never cooperated, but I was like, fuck. Is he saying if I don't give him back this paper warrant, he's gonna kill me? Damn, and I'm surrounded?
You ain't never seen Set It Off, you feel me? When the brother tried to put it like, what was the champagne bottle out?
No, I don't remember.
Dang, man, Set It Off.
I mean, I know Queen Latifah is in them, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that movie in so motherfucking long and shit like that. That shit probably got so much dust on my memory, motherfucking back.
Damn. Nah, but I probably remember because they was Acorn Projects too, though.
They filmed that in Acorn.
They didn't film it in there, but the little squad that they rocked with was Acorn Projects, though. That shit was hella crazy.
You got any police stories? Some weird police run-ins?
Some weird police run-ins. Shit. Well, shit. First thing I want to bring up is this RP, this brother named Stephen Taylor. You feel me? The police. I just was at Walmart like a week, 2 weeks ago.
Oh wait, Walmart. Remember my homegirl just told me she watched a nigga get killed in Walmart.
Bro, that was just.
Were you there?
So I was there like probably 40 minutes before that. You feel me? So I was there.
Which Walmart was that at?
Up in Hesperian.
San Leandro.
San Leandro.
Yeah, across the street from the what's that? The
Costco.
West Rasputin or some shit. What's that right there?
Okay. That's the second one.
Oh, that one. By Llewellyn.
Llewellyn, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that shit, well, that happened, you feel me? So that's that. But let me see, what's, shit, man, you know. I mean, you know, them telling you to take the tree and stump the tree out type shit. You know, you smoking dope. You know, this dope. You're like, that ain't dope, this weed. What the fuck you talking about? Shit like that. So, all right, this ain't really more about the police, maybe altogether, but you feel me? Like, I went to, this one I was hurting too, though. I had my car, you feel me? I tried to go put like $5 on my gas, you feel me? I go up in there, can I get 5 on 10? You feel me? We'll go out there and I start trying to pump my gas and shit. I pump it, but you know, sometimes you ain't looking, you just looking around and shit. But I ain't gonna, I keep it lit. I seen it going past that shit. I'm like, I thought they didn't put some extra money on it or something. I'm like, okay, good looking. You feel me? Whoever I was one person I was with. But that shit, they just ran it up. Like, they just ran it up. You feel me? They just ran up the gas up. So I needed it at the time, so it was good. Bruh come out there with you gotta give the money, you gotta pay. I'm like, bruh, I didn't go back there and push no buttons on that shit. You feel me? Bruh, and I tell you, bruh started trying to take a picture of my shit. I had to bounce out. You feel me? Like, bruh, take that shit. You feel me? Like, don't take no picture of my license plate, shit like that. But he already got it. Spent off. You feel me? The police start go to my mama's house. You feel me? Because my license plate now, she was registered there. She go to my mama's house, bruh. I'm sick. Bruh.
I'm gonna tell everybody who listening something important. Don't have your license at your mama's house. Go get a P.O. box or something that don't belong to nobody. They can't kick in your dough if it's a box.
For sure.
Straight up.
And I was a young star at the time, too. I could have been a good 21, 22, 23, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, bruh, so. And you don't want to go to mom's house because she was already up in the, she was already with the movement. P.O., but all my niggas out there. Okay, you took.
Nah, bro, I had my dog kicked in too many times before. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but the police came with that energy though. They was just on some fuckery, like really trying to push that line and like I'm about to take you to jail and shit over this shit. Cause I had to go back over there and they really like, I stole gas, like you stealing gas. Like, how the fuck I'm stealing gas? Like,
no, that was a gift.
Sense. Yeah, like y'all
said it was a gift.
You pushed the button, you feel me? I ain't doing that shit. Like,
you know what was crazy? One time I remember I was driving. Look, I remember one time, right? I'm sitting there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm finna take this car. You know, it was me and my son, my car and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? I'm finna take this motherfucking car. I don't got no license, but I got a key to the car, just like I got a key to the house. I'm like, man, I'm finna just take this motherfucker to the east and shit like that. I'm finna have me a good time tonight. Fuck that. I get in the motherfucking car, right? I go to 71st. It's like 2000, right? 2001, because my son was born. So I go over there to the mall, right? I bounce out, get some gas. I got me a little Mickey. I slam the motherfucker. I get back in. I take my car, but I see the police see me. I ain't tripping. I go over here like I'm in the mall parking lot. Nigga, about 10 motherfucking police cars come. I try to get out. They like, hey, man, we just seen you drink a Mickey. We just seen where the fuck is the beer at?
They was looking like, where Donald at?
The beer's like diamonds.
Where the fuck is the beer at? Mind you, I got a big ass, bag of weed on me or something like that at the time.
Weed.
I don't even smoke. You know what I'm saying? I had it because I got it from one of my pounders or something like that. So check this out. This motherfucker's a big ass. I ate that motherfucker, right? So check this out, though. Man. Check this out, though. Them motherfucker said this. Where the fuck is the weed? I said, man, I ate the shit. They get so motherfucking mad, right? They said, so where's your license at? I said, man, I don't got a license. I just was going to go to my auntie house. That's it. That's all. I just wanted to have a little fun. You know what they did? They towed the motherfucking car, right? I'm sick. I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm going to tell my baby mama nigga I got the motherfucking car?
You out of pocket, bruh.
Out of pocket. So guess what the police did? I'm in the back seat. I am like, man, can I just give you $500 to drop my shit? I have her come get this
bribery charge.
They said, we could take you to jail for bribery. You know what I said? Fuck that shit. She gonna kick my motherfucking ass. They take me to the motherfucker. This how I know God love me. They took me to the motherfucking corner around the corner, like the 65th and or 63rd floor. Yeah. I get out the motherfucking car. They dropped me off. They said, yeah, you better be cool because we could take you to jail and tow your car for being drunk in public. I said, I'm not drunk. They said, good night, Mr. Walker. Pulled off. I see a bat on the ground. I'm like, man. And then I hear, what the fuck is this? It is a motherfucking pit bull. What is the odds of a bat being on the ground with a pit bull? I picked that motherfucker up. I was so fucking mad that the car got towed because I'm about to get my ass chewed out when I get to the house. Nigga, the pit
You was
bull.
about to get chewed out before you got to the house.
Nigga, I swung that motherfucking bat hella hard. I nicked the dog nose and it took off running. I walked back to Foothill. The sideshow was going down and I see my motherfucking family car getting towed away on that motherfucker. I seen my buddy that I work with up. He was in the passenger seat, blood. I'm like, man, give me a ride. I told them niggas what happened. They dropped me off at home, and we've been cool ever since. But the fact, man, I was hella spooked to tell my chick I got the motherfucking car towed. What a dumbass.
Hey, you know, I think I remember that. I remember that police story now too. Though this part is the one that was shady. So, like this one these bros had moved out of their house. The whole family moved out of the house. But they still had to keep the key to the garage. You go boop, 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 boop. And some bros was homeless that I knew. So they was like some turf dancing bros. So they was up in there and they was
Turf dancing bros be homeless.
Damn. Nah, man, no, hold on, man. You know, they got the turf. They always got the turf.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Turf,
They're not home dancers.
You know what I'm saying? They always got the turf, man. The turf got you, man. Turf dancing. But basically, so they was just there standing there and shit. You feel me? While I was there, they said they still owned the family house or whatever. But we was in there chilling. We was big chilling in there for a minute because it was good. We must have to leave, go get something to eat. Came back. The neighbors looking like they left with all these black motherfuckers. Like, what's going on in here?
Yeah.
You feel me? Bro, we must be up in there regular. You feel me? And I had a pack on me of some we used to call it 2 steps. You feel me? It was like some purple, like super dark purple. It looked like the needlers on Halo. You feel me? It like that though. You feel me? But it's some Jurassic shit. But you feel me? Smoking that is cool. You feel me? Chilling, just regular up in there, like just having a regular ass good ass time. Bro, when I tell you, I was about to cut. One of my chick friends was coming through, and she like, I'm telling her address, and she like, is it this house with all these police about there? And I'm like, hold on, wait, what? Feel me? I tell them, one of the little bros, eat ninja. Niggas eat ninja. Niggas know who that is, turf dancing is. This nigga about to cut. I'm like, bro, don't do that. Nigga, we black like that, knock your ass down. Like, don't do that. If you running from the house, nah, don't do that. You feel me? And then, shit, bro. They came in there, you feel me? I had to run and get the pack. I'm like, had to stash it somewhere, like, you feel me? It was like a little roll. I had to just tuck it under what's it called? Under the sink up in the bathroom. Them motherfuckers must have came in there drawing on us like, man, they drew like doodles, bro. I'm telling you, they had the light beams and all the shit on this. Like, hold on, like, we just young. We just like, hold on, right? Hold on. You feel me? I'm like, bro, like, cause it could have happened. Especially if somebody ran and it was hella commotion, they'd be scared. You feel me? Yeah. So they just came through the garage and we was about to cut. I'm like sliding out. I'm thinking I'm about to cut. Straight drawn to it. I'm like, sick. Like, feel me? It was like that. But then now this the time. This was the time when most people be like, is you gonna snitch and this? You know, when bros be around each other, like, nigga, this nigga snitch, this nigga woo. That's the conversations niggas be having. Like, now this the time to see who really thorough, who gonna be there. So, you feel me? I already had the tree and I had it in my bag and they already could smell it in my bag because I had it in there, I took it out. So I'm like, I'm just gonna take it for everybody. You feel me? If anything happened, just cause everybody had tree, like, it was already there. Who was smoking? We smelled it. Like, shit, it was on, I got it. You feel me? But like, bro, when I tell you they like, who house is this? And they asking us all the questions and shit, we try to call the bro who house it is, like, who house it is. Bro, just put your mom on the phone, your parents, and just let them know the story. This nigga would not do it. He get his sister to get on the phone and like act like the mama, like, they're like, nigga, when your birthday? She say,
Dumbass.
You don't know
bro,
your
when I tell you, bro, like,
mama
it's
birthday.
Nigga just add 30. nigga just drop it. And nigga, I was born in 1959.
Bruh, cause like he gonna do the math, he gonna get the calculator. Like, bruh, but nah, bruh, hit that, bruh. I was so sick at this, bruh. I'm like, bruh, cause it could have been just bad for us, and just cause you didn't want to get in trouble, you feel me? We about to be in jail. You feel me? So, and you feel me? Whatever twist got worked, I don't know what the fuck. Like, it just.
So what happened? Did somebody go to jail? Or did y'all just have to get the fuck out?
And they were just cut because it got legitimate. We knew the code. That's what it was. We knew the code to push the code. Like, you remember it, put it in. They asked what the code was, and it was all this, like, so that kind of got us out of it. You feel me? And then one of my brothers, though, he had heart, though. He wanted to take he acted like he wanted to take the charge.
He wanted to.
Yeah, he wanted to be Batman. He don't let me help me.
You said what?
that nigga is on the down low. As an African American man who pretends to be heterosexual, he wants to go to jail, bro. Don't take your ass to jail.
That's why you saying for that reason. Tell me,
bruh.
I can't. Hey,
nigga, why you want to go to jail? For your partners? Nigga, that shit, no.
At the end of the day,
that weak.
It could have been partners. It could have been on that hype, but at the end of the day, it's like. The nigga just basically wanted to like, I take the charge because nigga like, even just like what? Nigga Shine or Diddy or some shit. You feel me? Some niggas see more potential in other niggas and be like, okay, I'll take this because niggas ain't got self-worth.
Was so mad at Diddy in the year 2020. I don't know what year it is when y'all listening to this, but I'm gonna say in the year 2020, Mace was so mad at Diddy. Isn't Mace the one who did that? I'm gonna go to jail for my niggas. Like I'm definitely not advocating snitching, but you don't throw yourself in front of the police and just be like, "Hey, officer, it's me. I'll take the charges."
Shit, some people hard. You feel me? Because some people will get taken to jail and get taken on some other shit. You feel me? So sometimes it's like, I know this nigga hard, like, because that's another thing. One of my bros he got like 2 strikes already. You feel me? So it's like at that point. I'm talking about niggas got 4-way and all that type of shit. You feel me? Where one of my niggas, they got to search under the in the hood, cause right when he pulled them over, they like, we gonna search under the hood, cause that's the last time he stashed the shotgun in the. You feel me? So like, my bro, he had 2 strikes. So and then they left the thing out. Sometimes it's just like, bro, I'm gonna get a lesser charge than this nigga. You feel me? So it's like they make their own mistakes and all that shit. You feel me? But I'm just keeping it lit with the shit. Like, you feel me?
I'm just saying, like, coming from a place where it's like knowing crime and having done crime, and it's like if they're trying to like put anything on you, fight your shit for sure. But don't throw yourself in front of anybody else shit. Like, and I can't say that. I can't say that like he would know that.
At the end of the day, like, there wasn't his rights. He a young bro. You feel me?
But but it's like kids, you don't know that.
At least attempt that shit. Yeah. And that's what I could have respected.
Yeah, that's like a beastly dope thing to do for your people. But don't do that.
Yeah,
ever.
I ain't gonna be it because it's gonna be that. Because I mean, shit, and I ain't never went to jail, and I ain't plan on going. You feel me? So that's like, because it ain't no. Yeah,
I've been to jail. Like, if I was to say, actually, now that I'm remembering, the wildest police story I had was a murder case. Like last year. It was last year. Yeah, murder was the case that they gave me.
Okay.
This knock on the door.
Motherfucking stupid.
Nah, but straight up. Me and my cousin / I used to have a podcast. We stopped doing the podcast because we got a murder case. So we in the city on Mac Dre Day, and we get into like a tussle with these gallivanting, aggravating motherfuckers, and they trap my cousin in like the foyer of some tech house or art house or some shit. And so I bust the window down because I'm like, I can't let you get jumped by 3 people. Also, this guy, I saw him pull out a knife. You're not paying attention to anything. And then so we like fight them. We win the fight. One of the other guys accidentally stabs himself in the leg with his own knife. I order the cheap lift to get up out of there. And so we walk a few blocks to get there. But the police find us first. Damn. And then we arrested.
Over the cheap
I should have got the real lift. I'm so mad at myself personally for getting the lift line / Uber pool instead of the woo-wah. It's like, the city's never good to you. Nigga, so the fucking San Francisco police fucking hit us with their cars, like 3 of their cars, like Grand Theft Auto, too many stars, and they just boom, 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 and then it's like fucking knocked down, and now we're dealing with them, and then like a lot of shit happens in between, but it's like I just remember asking them like, "What are you even charging us with?" And then the lady's like looking through the shit, and she's like, 187 murder.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
Like, no! No, that idiot died.
Damn.
I was like, bruh.
That's not fucking funny.
It's
That's
not fucking funny.
Wait, what? So bruh that stabbed himself with his own shit.
He bled to death.
So that's the thing. That's the out-of-pocket part about San Francisco. Nigga didn't even die. They admitted our charges to attempted murder 2 days later. But they caught us on like a Wednesday night or a Thursday night, but it was also a holiday. So they're like, they can keep us till Monday. And they were like trying to run that whole play. And so the whole time I'm in there, and I don't have glasses. Like my glasses is prescription. I don't know if y'all could tell. But I can't see without these or without like contacts or something. So I'm in there without my glasses because they took them off because they metal. And niggas from like the SCO, from like the cities looking at me like talking about blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like so mad. I'm like, if I'm out here on a murder charge, I will beat all your ass. I will fucking like just for fun. Like I ain't eating this food. We ain't eating this food. Like my cousin just got jumped by the police after the shit. I embarrassed the police officer because I saw the fucking, oh yeah, you had a fucking a tan line on your wedding ring. Is that because yo bitch out here fucking with niggas like me and on a late night? Like nigga, what you mean, bro? Like yeah, get the fuck away from me, bro. Get the fuck away from a real one. Nigga, and I'm just hella mad, and I remember, like, I don't want this to go nowhere, but I might have allegedly been selling Molly and shooting photography for a Tiger show, and they might have given me back the Molly because they thought it was vitamins on my evidence, and they looked at it and took a picture, and they're like, oh, give him back all of his vitamins. And then I'm like, huh, bitch.
So I bet you go to concerts. Have you ever gotten into a fight at a concert?
Yeah.
Yes.
You seem like a
concert just the nigga that get kicked out the club. Like, bro, before we get in here, bro.
Right. I have hands.
At least wait till this time. At this time, when this song come on, you feel me? It's good. At least give us until this time.
Bruh.
We about to cut.
Bruh, I've like relaxed and I've been like more of a decent partner. But all of my partners out here who do music, it's like I fuck with my partners deep. It's like I'll bring some fans to y'all, I'll bring some bitches to y'all, I'll bring some whatevers, and we'll have a good time. But I've definitely also like pushed the limit on I might fuck it the whole shit up. Like, oh no, we might tear New Parish apart. Like you gotta relax, Osagie. And I do. Sometimes. But yeah, I've gotten into fights at concerts. I always win because people who fight at concerts don't know how to fight.
Yeah. Is that a fact?
Or you just, what's happening?
I gotta ask you a question. Do you look at it like this? If say like a motherfucker out there and they just on some shit like some blow and a little drink or something like that, is that a fair fight? If one motherfucker high and one motherfucker ain't, is that a fair fight?
No fights are fair fights.
I was
like what is a fair fight? Like bruh, you know how much I weigh? Ever since the quarantine started up, nigga, I gained like 10 pounds. But before that, I was still pushing above 200 pounds. I could pick up most people and like throw them, man included.
Okay.
I know this, and they know it too in their hearts. But it's not something. It's not something that we advertise. But it's like if we were just to fight, nigga, I'm just gonna start throwing hands and you gonna catch them. Like no, none of these fights are fair. If fights were fair, then they would always end in draws. But ain't nobody out here drawing but artists.
This motherfucker crazy,
like
man.
straight up. like I weigh 210 pounds and I'm African. I got hella blood.
You
like
African? Are you full blood?
What you mean? Bro, I'm more African than my brother and my sister, same parents.
How are you more African than two motherfuckers that you came from? Explain that.
I will. So, basically, both of my parents have sickle cell trait, and both of my siblings do, but I do not. That is why I was able to do a bone marrow transplant for my sister, and why I can dust my brother around the lake any day of the week. Drunk, and he's a bodybuilder, and I will dust him, and it's like I love them. You guys can have some bone marrow. I got extra. It's cool.
So I gotta ask you a silly question, man. After Obama, the second most proud moment in Black history is when they put out that movie Black Panther. Did you feel more black when Black Panther came out?
That's a complicated question. I'm gonna say Obama versus Black Panther. When Obama was elected the first time, I was at Chico State in Chico, California. Super white, super whack, and it was like a party, but you didn't feel it the same way you felt it when Black Panther came out. When Black Panther came out, you actually felt it. Like I had like one of my YGs, he like was out there in the streets. He's like, he be pushing shit, he be doing shit. And he's like, bro, you gotta come see this movie. He took me to Grand Lake to go watch the movie, probably like 4 weeks after it came out. And we watched it, and I remember we was like really like, wait, I know that spot. Oh, I know that spot. Oh, I know that. And then this white lady was just like, please be quiet in the movie. I'm like, bitch. This is our Oakland. This ain't about you. It's like I really felt that.
He took it back to them East
Like
Mall.
I could tell you who took me to the movie. I'm not trying to tell you who took me to the movie, but it's my little brother who be out here in these streets.
Okay.
And I'm like, shut your white Karen bitch ass up, nigga. You can't come to Black Panther and tell us to shut, nigga. Shut up. Shut your dumb ass up. Nigga, not to mention the mask that we seen in the museum is from my people. I'm D-Nee. Nigga, shut your British ass up. You British ass, Oakland ass white bitch.
Well, you know what? It's crazy because I'm from Oakland and right now Oaklandish. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. You know, like I'm from Oakland. How do you feel about gentrification? Anybody?
I think gentrification is super complicated. We're dealing with it from a lot of people, but most of the people we're dealing with it from don't give a fuck at all. Like a lot of them are like, I'm here for tech, and that's why I came, for the bag. So I'm ready to leave this place once I'm trying to have a real life. And then a lot of these people are fetishizers. They're like, oh my God, this apartment complex in West Oakland caught fire. Let me see if I can help some people out and feel like God for a second. Let me see if I can take this unearned equity and income that I got out here and start telling people how to live their lives out here. Let me see if I can stop like the music. Let me see if I can stop the culture that's going on out here. I don't appreciate gentrification because it's so many people coming from places where they weren't appreciated, trying to make these new places feel comfortable to them, but they came here because of the things that made these new places feel uncomfortable, and it's trash.
I got mine. So when it comes to gentrification, I feel like we gotta acknowledge like the history in the past, you know, and stuff like that. Just the relations, race relations and shit like that. And we for sure gotta recognize that a lot of shit ain't based on racism, it's on classism. You feel me? So how I look at the shit, first and foremost, from my perspective, is that mean they fixing up the streets and fixing up the neighborhoods and shit like that. That must mean there's other opportunities out here that we could get, especially.
But when they fix up them streets, can you still stay here in them streets? Can your partners?
And this is what I'm saying. So that's all about adaptability. You feel me? And right now,
that's the problem. I'm like, nigga, I'm adaptable. You adaptable, but nigga, all our partners ain't adaptable. You want all of your partners who you went to junior high, elementary with to just be kicked out because they ain't adaptable? Ain't nobody adaptable in Milwaukee. Nigga, them niggas don't know how to fucking eat spice.
That's in Milwaukee. You feel me?
Yeah, but nobody's gentrifying them. They gentrifying us.
And at the same,
so we are adaptable, but the rest of the people that we love and care about, maybe they don't want to read all these forms. Maybe they don't know about all these plays that they have to get in with to keep on living here. Maybe they're just going to get pushed out to Antioch until Antioch push them out to Rio Vista. Until Rio Vista push them out to fucking Ileton. Now you're in Galt. But you can't go to Elk Grove, so you're getting closer to Stockton. But Stockton was already another place niggas was pushed. Now you're elsewhere.
This is why it's up to us as leaders to get our people right that we love and we care about and that, and we gonna spread that. Because the one thing about our culture is this though, we always get to the point where we have our own shit. We had the Negro League and shit like that.
Nah,
wait. Let me look. So when we had the Negro League and we had this thing, we may not have the resources, all this, whatever, but we had us. We had a foundation that we could have built on. You feel me? And then from there, what we want to do, get validation from these white people. We trying to get.
We were actively fought against by these white people, and he says, no. It's like even having a Negro League was after a few niggas got hit in the head with bats, just like the dog that he had to devise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a white person who was like, wow, it's a whole L-Deez right here, but God gave me a bat. After my car got to like.
And these things happen, bro, and I get
no,
it. Like,
it's not that these things happen.
No,
it's that let's talk about the average human being. The average person. The average, most basic white person is chilling in their mediocrity. But the average, most basic black person, nigga, whatever you say,
is chilling in their greatness. But
no, they're not chilling, bro. The whole shit's trying to knock them off the wall.
Everything is you're gonna be threatened by shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, this is where I'm coming from. I'm coming from not a victimized mentality, because yeah, we were victimized, and it's the same way. If somebody want to offend somebody could try to offend me. Hey, bro, I don't like your woo woo. I get that you're trying to offend me. You feel me? But it's up to me to be offended, and eventually we have to get to that point. And then we got to.
But that's what I'm saying. That's as a people.
This is another part too, though. We got to recognize that. Let's say we all say we kings and queens and we the original people of the earth and shit like that, right? But we know our ways, we know our people. You feel me? We Egyptians and the shit like that. We bury ourselves in the gold. You feel me? We dripped and draped them. We flashy nigga, bitch ass niggas and woo woo wop. We talking shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we try to take money into the afterlife where people that was alive is struggling and shit. So wait. So that mean that everything that we got, that everything that somebody got, that they got now, they got it from us. And it's a reason why that happened. We just in the after phase of it. Cause let's say that we got all these different type of ideas, like, okay, the white people came from the Caucasian mountains and shit like that, or they the albinos and we pushed them out and shit like that. But at the end of the day, they got casted out. But at the end of the day, those are
their ideas. I don't care.
But look though. But at the end of the day, we all one human race, and that's what's showing us. And that's what it's showing us right now, because we got this with this alien that we got called the coronavirus. Now all together, now we all are seeing that we won. When we see some cats, we don't say, "Oh, that's a polka dot cat. That's a striped cat. That's a," you feel me? Whatever. Those is cats. We never look at it as no different type of shit. But us with all our intelligence and all our, you feel me? Whatever it is, we get caught up in that, the differences. Then we get caught up in the similarities.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
part of the phases of growth and evolution for our consciousness.
I'm not concerned with how individuals are looking at other individuals. I'm more concerned with like systemic looks. It's like at the end of the day, it's like the issues that people have with all of these systems are things that are propagated far beyond what they can look at as a community.
We buy into them, because look at this.
Yes, you can't not buy into them.
You cannot. This is why. Look, I want a lemon right now. Instead of me going, I'll pass up 18 lemon trees to go to the store and buy that motherfucker instead of just going to pick one. That's the space we need to be in.
Do you know where you can pick a lemon?
Yeah, I know.
Where?
I got an app too that you could look up. It's called Lila Maps. You get on that motherfucker, bro, right now.
I was about to make an app called Humanity.
It's everywhere, bro. No, because that's where we at. Like this, I'm not trying to be in a debating space. You feel me? I'm in a just enlightenment space, because we here. It's not about the past things. You feel me? Right now, it's about all I'm saying is because, you feel me? We need to be looking like Star Trek, bro. Reading Rainbow, bro, right now.
Bruh,
you feel me?
yes. LeVar Burton is a human being who I deeply respect. Yeah. And I'm gonna say that in the deepest of ways. Like that nigga has a podcast that y'all should listen to. It's called, I don't know, something with LeVar Burton. He has like multiple LeVar Burtons, but he be reading to you. That nigga was Kunta Kinte. That nigga was Geordie LaForge. That nigga was reading Rainbow nigga as himself. Not the point. But what I will say is, I really think that it's important for us to both be prepared to go forward and also to be prepared to understand what we're up against. And there are actual things that we're up against. It's not just so easy to be like, hey, I want to disseminate knowledge to my people, so I'm going to go do it. And that's lovely. I'm like, first of all, I don't even know what my people are, because they don't. Second of all, I don't know what knowledge is relevant, not even relevant. but there are like internal American forces that don't want people to know things, like voter suppression, etc. That all applies across all levels of this shit. Like, I tell so many people how to like make business and make money, and a lot of people don't listen. Do you think they don't listen because they don't want it? They don't listen because they've been taught to think that this shit's fugazi. Straight up, and you've dealt with that. So
but at
I.
the same time, it's not. That's just not the one element of it.
It's not the one element, but it's what we gotta fight.
Doing it.
Yeah,
but these are things that like it's the difference between like some things are just more sensitive to others. When you talk about people, kids, you know, certain things like they parents, something like that, people gonna be way more sensitive to it. But a lot of the times, if we could look at it as just integers, like how if we trying to be,
bruh, can't nobody look at shit like that. That's some weirdo ass shit. I'm a mathematologist, so I'm gonna look at it like integer. No, regular people are like, yo, this is what I care about. Like, bruh, I would love to talk with people like a mathematologist.
It's not about just that. It's just the same thing. You got emotions, but it is the toxic place. And that's
fuck your emotions. Let's get in the emotions. Let's win.
But that's the thing, and the emotions is there. But that would be a greater guide once we.
Bro, Amo wants you to get on some emotions.
You feel me? I'm trying to get you in emotion. You feel me? Instead of being stagnant.
I asked the motherfucker.
Not saying you stagnant, but I'm just saying like that is the thing. You feel me? We trying to get in an orbit. That is life. It's motion.
But that's just the thing. We're not all. But it's like we look at our like black people like they should be trying harder. It's like, no, most people aren't trying harder, but most people don't take L's in America for not trying harder. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You want to know what the try harder part should be? Try harder to see yourself. That's it.
Yeah, nobody does that.
To do nothing more and be better than the other person is like this.
Do you believe that black people have to try twice as hard as every group?
No, I don't believe that type of shit. Because at the end of the day, that's twice as hard to get into somebody else's system. Like if I'm a Crip, I'm gonna have to try twice as hard to be a Blood. If I want to do that shit, of course. But
precisely.
Wait. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So what if you are a Crip born in a Blood neighborhood?
And that's the thing.
That's what niggas is.
But that's the thing.
Niggas is Crips born in the Blood neighborhood.
And at some point we gonna recognize we don't own none of those neighborhoods until we get on some neighborhood niggas.
Nigga, but they still live there. They don't own them, but you live there.
Exactly. So look, when you
nigga, I'm not gonna just go take number 2 spot just because I don't own the spot. Nigga, no. I'm not gonna take number 2. Nigga, I'm number 1. You know why? Because I am. Nigga. So if this is your neighborhood, I don't give a fuck.
And that's the same mentality that you feel like is the pose, because that is like I'm number 1 and I'm number this, brother. There is no
on personal levels there are number 1s and number 2s. That is a thing. No, I'm saying like on a societal level, there shouldn't be a certain group of people who be like, man, I'm one of these 20 million people, so I start at number 2, and maybe like 12 of us can fight our way to number 1. That's whack.
Bruh, I just look at it like this. I'm gonna say something, bruh. I know you, and I know your work ethic, and I know how you move. That's not how normal people move. It's better. So you can't speak for people who move normal, because all I'm saying is for the average person, these things do make a difference. Because if I was just to say for the average person these things don't make a difference, we could actually just talk about some other shit. We could talk about my music career. The first song I ever released, I was fucking paid to fucking tour in Japan. Ever. I was drunk, driving to IKEA in Emeryville to fucking get some plants in my ex-bitch car. And we got the plants. And then I got booked in Japan. And now I'm in Japan getting paid. This is my first time rapping publicly. Is that how rap works? No. Because there's so
we can't compare these niggas to us.
Because there's so many different avenues of that. You feel me?
Yeah, but
there's so many ways to add up to 10, bruh.
Yeah, but most people are 0.2 plus 0.3. They half. They still 1/20th of what they need to get to 10.
Up, you feel me?
No, bruh.
Still add up.
Bro, these people.
Because the thing is like, Yeah,
bro, this shit's against a lot of people.
Like you saying how I'm moving and stuff like that. The thing is, I'm coming from a space of not having that, and I had
so you don't know a nigga from near where you came from who also didn't have it, who still ain't done no better.
You said, do I know that? Yeah.
Do you know a nigga who's
I know that, yeah.
all the inputs you have?
It could be all the way into my cousin or a sister or like.
So why? Why?
It's so
because of external factors. So all I'm saying,
both factors exist equally. It's not like an either or. It's an abundance thing. It's both. Both of those things are mutual thing. It's like a mirror. When you look in the mirror, I'm here. Like if I close my eyes, I exist like this. That exists. But when I look in the mirror, now I can see this thing that exists. I need both of those things. They both are a thing. You know what I'm saying? They both are my being. You feel me?
So I gotta ask y'all this question before I get out of here, because we're gonna get out of here after this. I asked a group of people, was Thanksgiving a form of gentrification? And 5 people out of the 10 said they didn't believe that.
Is it a form of
Do you believe that Thanksgiving is a form of gentrification?
Gentrification is like culture vulture shit, basically. It's
Do you think gentrification?
Like I'm gonna take your shit and then push you out of it. Then if that's the case,
gentrification is. I'm gonna say like my definition of it is that you come into a space and you use your money to turn the space into a place that is more comfortable for you.
I mean, we're not like so. What I can consider that if I move in somewhere. You feel me? Like.
No.
This is how my mind works.
I hear you. Yes, yeah. Like, I moved into an apartment. Did I just gentrify it? No. It's more like an external thing. Like, okay, so think about Oakland. You know Oakland, right?
Yeah.
Think about all of the what do you call those places? Like foreign restaurants.
Yeah.
Wasn't they food spicier? But white people can't handle spice. So when they came in and gentrified, didn't they like request the food to get less spicier en masse?
People accommodate shit for money.
Exactly. That's what gentrification is. Gentrification is monetary accommodations. I'm not saying nothing more than that. So like that's it.
Yeah. So it's just like trying to get the people to like. It's up to that restaurant. They could have kept their integrity. You feel me? And whatever they
bruh. Do people keep their integrities? Do people keep their integrities?
You'll do better. Right now,
If you look at the whole picture, but if you're just looking at it like, man, people over here just got this job at Facebook and they got hella money and they're down to pay 25% more money to eat Thai food than the people who've been eating Thai food in East Oakland. I guess I should just tell them no because the food too spicy. That's what we do. Niggas is down with this spice. No, bruh. They ain't down. No, they're like, we're gonna like make it less spicy for the paying customers.
Want that money.
And you request.
That's why the police can make more moves.
Is that part of adaptability?
What? Adaptability is gentrification. And gentrification is community adaptability. Okay. Bruh, I live in what they call Cleveland Heights by Lake Merritt. They have a whole fucking thing. They have meetings and hella shit, and they're mad at the niggas who shoot dice on Sundays. And I'm like, these Funktown niggas been shooting dice here since before I was born.
That's the same
but y'all want to get these niggas up out of here because these niggas make you feel unsafe.
That's the same thing in Acorn, bro. Just to keep. I'm just
saying, that's adaptability.
So no, but I'm saying like my grandma goes to the senior meeting and they have the same thing. Like it's the same thing, bro. You get what I'm saying? So from there, it's like we can leverage the same way that this money and all this shit is the value system, and that's what we do, and that's why I will bend my integrity and shit and change the spice of my shit to get this money. We have the leverage to get to leverage value, like to show better, like you could do better, value your restaurant and keep the integrity of it, and people will start beginning to support it.
But the cool part about it is niggas want to start supporting, and by niggas I mean people who are being gentrified, want to start supporting things once the heat is upon them. Because it's like, yeah, the local restaurant that was right around the corner from my brother's house, their prices have doubled over the last 10 years while I watch their children grow up and go to college. And that is wild, but how many times did I go to them before? Once a month on some drunk shit. But how many times did the community as a whole go? It's like once gentrification came in, they really started winning, and that changed up their entire existence. It's like money is a wild thing. Money is a wild thing in the sense that like people believe in money like a religion. But
sure.
people who believe in money like a religion, when they get more, they start really feeling it. And if you weren't there before, participating is very difficult to sway that shit.
For sure. Yeah. Well, shit, man, we finna get out of here. Y'all promise, man, y'all gonna come back on my show?
For sure. I think we regulars, man.
For sure.
This fam right here.
Well, shit, man, drop where they can find y'all handles at.
Well, shit, you can find me, Loovemoore 2020. That's LOOVEMOORE 2020.
Okay. That's on IG?
That's on everything.
Okay, and where can they find you at?
I'm Osagie the Great. You can find me on like all of your local social medias. OSAGIE the Great. That's like if you don't know how to spell that, you don't need to follow me. I got new music out. I don't know what time this is coming out, but either I just released Commas or Came to Die or something, and you'll love it.
You got some saucy shit coming out that.
Yeah. Hey, this the shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit, man. This is another episode of I Need to Know. I am L-Deez, also known Party Boy Lawrence, the motherfucking one, and as usual, come on,
you know what I want.
Yeah.
Yo, niggas is a damn fool.